screenshots of some stuff. So let's get right into the video. Let's start with, if you have a beard, do you have to shampoo it too? If you have a beard, do you have to shampoo it too? That's a really good question. I mean, I think it'd be gross if you didn't shampoo your beard, right? If I was as awake in the morning as I am at night, and as sleepy when I go to sleep as I am in the morning, I'd be productive as fuck. Yeah, I would also be pretty productive. I'm constantly sleepy. Edited it probably sounds like nonsense to non-English speakers. I feel like a lot of the English language is just insane that probably to non-English speakers. The first 18 years of your life is the demo version, and then you have to pay for it. I mean, it's true, right? It is very, 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 very true. Life is just a pay-to-win game if you think about it. That one's a little depressing. It's like you basically just, yes, it's literally pay to win. And next we have, is sand called sand because it's between sea and land? Which I think it is, so that one's, I think, obvious, but it is a decent question. If cats could speak to us, they probably wouldn't. Yeah, I have a cat. He's very sweet, but I think at times he just ignore me. He does ignore me sometimes. I'll be like, hey, Scout, and he's like, no. He just like does not look at me. I'm like, Scout, please look at me. I need attention from my cat. I know. And he's like, no. Both hot coffee and iced coffee are amazing, but room temperature coffee is the closest. Yeah, it is. One day, video games will probably be studied in school the same way we study literature, theater, and cinema now. I think of this one, I'm like, maybe would they study video games? I feel like they would, right? I think they probably would. The Earth is a spacesuit for 7 billion people. It's like, what's your name? Your name's Sandy from, SpongeBob. It's kind of like that. The reason why you haven't found your soulmate is because maybe you don't have a soul. That one's really depressing. You haven't found your soulmate because you don't have a soul. I think everyone probably has one, right? But maybe some people just don't have souls. It's weird how every person knows a different version of you. I've thought about that, like everyone has a very different perspective on the world and how they see people. For most drivers, the maximum speed posted is actually the minimum speed. It is. It's like maximum speed, and you can't go further than that. We all just are failed clones of our parents. That one's really depressing. I saw that one, and I laughed out loud. I was like, what the fuck? We're all just failed clones of our parents. I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends how you see it, right? The first 5 to 10 years of your life used more glue than you will ever for the rest of your life. Yeah, first 5 to 10, you're constantly, like, well, I guess for me, I definitely was doing crafts. I've always been an artsy person. We love Batman, but half of us wouldn't put on a mask to literally save lives. That one's a little dark as well, depending on how you see it. I see it as, like, masking. Like, I have autism and I'll mask. It's like masking to save lives. That's how I see it. But it's kind of true. For some people. Someone is going to get a tattoo of a face mask. That one I think was made during COVID, and I thought about that, like when COVID was like a bigger thing. Like people are indoors and not, people still are, but it's just someone has, right? Like link it if you are able to. Like someone definitely has. The I'm not a robot verifications are checked by a robot, which I feel like doesn't defeat the whole purpose, but it kind of feels like it should, or it would defeat the whole purpose, but it works, right? Robots are pretty efficient, more efficient than humans in a lot of ways. Immature adults are usually less mature kids. I've met some adults that are just big, whiny babies, I'll be honest. People are more worried about dying with a clear browser history than a clear conscience. Yeah. There's some things I've searched that I regret dearly. I've searched things they've at least like wondered. Not a single one of your, wait, that's a really big one, I'm not reading all that. I wish I could increase my skill levels as easily as you can in The Sims. I love The Sims, and you literally just like can, especially if you can like speed up your life if you just like played violin and you sped it up and then you just knew violin, that would be great. Only one sock goes missing because if both did, you wouldn't notice. Yeah, so it's like only one sock. I'm about to repeat the question, but one sock goes missing. You do notice, but both, you don't even realize that there was socks to begin with. 29. I correct autocorrect more than it corrects me. Yeah, autocorrect just sucks sometimes. I feel like they need to update it or something. Painkillers are the mute function option for the body. They kind of are. It's like mute. Sometimes they don't work though. Sometimes they just don't work. In order to fall asleep, we have to pretend to be asleep. Yeah, I mean, you know how people are like, you're supposed to like count sheep. I've tried, I can't do that. I just have to pretend to be asleep, literally. I'm just like, I'm asleep. Someone's mom probably used you as a bad example for her kids. I definitely can see that for me. I've done some weird things. I think I'm just like a strange person, at times, and I think people's moms usually don't like me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Usually moms that are more strict don't like me, because I don't really listen. Which I guess is bad. I guess when I was younger, I mean, it has been a while since I've like been asked to do something by someone else's mom like that, but when I was younger, it was like, I was just like, no. I was a bad kid. If Earth was flat, the edge would probably be a tourist attraction. Yeah, I feel like the edge would be like, what do you think there would be like? Like walls there, that'd be so cool. And then, when my dog brings me the same toy, I wonder if it's his favorite toy, or if he thinks it's my favorite toy. I feel like for my dog, he would just choose his own. He's like, no, fuck you. I want my own toy. If they mounted garbage trucks with cameras, you could update your whole Google Maps Street View every week. You could, in fact, do that. I feel like you could do it, like, maybe, like, because, you know, sometimes there's, like, blurry pictures. I feel like they do blurry, so it'd be, like, every month instead. Can you daydream at night? I must say no. For my opinion, is no, you can't daydream at night. Because it's like, it's nighttime. It's not day. Math is the only place where someone can buy 60 watermelons and 40 cantaloupes and no one asks why. You know what? I'm asking why. I always ask why when I'm doing math questions. That one's not really true. I'm always like, why are they buying that many cantaloupes? Why are they doing that? Your stomach thinks all potatoes are mashed. My stomach definitely does. I eat a lot of potatoes. Your first birthday is technically your second birthday. I mean, yeah, it is. Technically, but like it isn't. I wonder what my dog named me. I think my dog named me something fucking stupid. Like Echo. That's my name. Fire trucks are really water trucks. I've heard that one so many times. That fire trucks are really water trucks. I mean, they are. They do have just water in them. Beanbags are just boneless sofas. That one's just funny. Beanbags are boneless sofas. When we're young, we sneak out of our houses to go to the parties. When we're old, we sneak out of parties to go home. I feel like I've always just wanted to go home. I've never wanted to party. I don't like parties very much. Millions of people are doing the exact same thing as you are right now. I don't think millions of people are actually doing this exact same thing where I'm filming me doing this, but I think at least like 10,000 people are doing this. Shout out to those 10,000 people. At one point in your life, you were exactly pi years old. I mean, yeah, that was at one point. Nothing is on fire. Fire is on things. I mean, like, if I found out how to levitate things, I would definitely try putting things on fire. I mean, you can't light things on fire, but you technically don't. You light. Fire on things. How do our brains remember that we forgot something, but we can't remember what that thing was? I've always wondered that as well. Like, I've forgotten something. I know I have. Why can't I remember what the thing I know I forgot something. What is it? Stupid least 100 slices. A lot of ice cream too, and a lot of potatoes. Does a straw have one hole or two? I would say two, because I'm kind of literal. I guess it's not literal. For some people it's literal, for some people it's not. Again, this is a question. It's like, does it have one or two? I think it has two, because you had to cut one hole and then cut another, right? I don't know. Oops. Go to bed, you'll feel better in the morning is the human version of did you turn it off and back on again. It is. It's like, go to sleep, you'll be fine in the morning. It's like, if your phone isn't working, just turn it on and off. The bread slicer is never celebrated, only the bread is sliced. It's very sad. Thoughts are less likely to be unique the longer we exist. Tennis balls are associated with dog toys almost as much as they're associated. Almost as much as they're associated with the sport of tennis. Sorry, I said that wrong. And then the last one, your baby teeth are out there somewhere. I wanted to leave it at that because I thought that would be funny. Your baby teeth are in fact out there somewhere, unless you like literally incinerated them. Then your baby teeth are not there. Actually, they're somewhere at least, like the ashes, something